Having trouble tracking deadlines? This AutoSort Task Tracker is a tool for you. You and your team can add tasks, change the dates, and apply filters to keep track of your tasks efficiently. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to make one from scratch, step by step. Check out the description for the timestamps, as well as a link to the template. Here's what the old version of my AutoSort Task Tracker looked like. I input some tasks here, and it sorts them for me based on their deadlines and the date today. I'm going to make a new task tracker with the same features for 3 subjects. Then, let's program some new options to sort and filter the results. The first step is to set up a master list on a separate sheet. This is where we will type our task details. Then, we will make a system to automatically sort it onto the All Tasks list. If you format it as a table, then you can set the column types to be text, drop-down menus, dates, and more. I'm going to input some sample data for our test later. I will also set a column for the task ID, which we will use later. Now, let's make a new column to check the date difference. Positive means the deadline is coming, and negative means it is past the deadline already. We don't need this part. I'll change my if statement to check if the input is blank. If it is blank, then it will show a blank result. So, why did we make that just now? The answer is we are making the logic. We need a way to label it to follow this flowchart. This will be our guide to see if it is upcoming, pending, due today, recent, or closed. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time to read it. So now, let's do it part by part. If blank, then leave it as blank. If it is not blank, then we go to the next step. Check if the deadline is due in the future. If yes, it can be pending or upcoming. If not, check it for today. If yes, mark it as due today. If no, check how far it is past the deadline. Let's go back to the upcoming and pending section. If it's within 7 days, we label it as pending. If it's beyond that, we label it as upcoming. If the deadline was more than 3 days ago, then mark it as closed. Otherwise, mark it as recent. Now, for this last part, we change the labels to show the number of days until the deadline. If the counter says 3, then it will say pending and 3D in parentheses. To prevent it from showing negative days like -2, we use the abs or the absolute value function. Once you're satisfied with your formula, you can drag it down to copy it. Or you can select all the cells you want to copy it to, then use the shortcut Ctrl-D to duplicate. I'm going to set the background color and the text color for each type of label. What I'm doing here is to use the text contains rule to check for a specific word. If the cell has that word, it changes color. On a separate sheet, I'm going to sort the master list by the deadline. To do this, we use the sort function for the range we want to sort. Then, we sort by the deadlines column. In our case, it was 8 from the left, so we sort by column number 8. When we put true, it arranges the tasks by putting the oldest first. When we put false, it's the newest first. Now, I want to add a feature where we can toggle between newest first and older first. I put a button on the All Tasks page where users can toggle the order based on their preferences. Back on the Sort List tab, I make more columns to check if each task item matches the search criteria. I make one for grouping and another for category. If a task matches the criteria, it will be marked true. If it does not, it will be marked false. A task must have both true conditions so that it will be shown. Now, I will use the filter function. It will check the range for each condition I specify. Let's test if the filter is working. When I change the filter options, then the result will also change. I noticed that it is showing the results that have distant deadlines. Let's add another option to hide these tasks. On the sort list, I make another column for the match priority. I use the AND function to check for two conditions at once. If the counter says it is between 4 days late and 8 days early, then it is considered important. If it is exactly that date or beyond that, then it is not important anymore. Now, I go back to the All Tasks list and add that condition to the filter formula. Notice how it removes the closed and the upcoming assignments. It also works with the other options we put earlier. Now, we know it's working. This part on top is for counting how many items are displayed per subject and deadline. I am going to use the COUNTIFs function to check if each task matches the subject name. For due today, the counter should be exactly 0. Now, I duplicate the formula by dragging. I'll change the formula so that it counts less than 8 days ahead if it is within this week. A task that is more than 7 days ahead, meaning 8 or more, is considered upcoming. Now, I noticed that it also counts negative numbers. Let's fix that by adding another condition. This ensures that non-positive numbers are excluded. Let's do our final test to make sure it works. we've reached the end of our tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. A copy of this file is available in the description below. If you found this video useful, feel free to like and subscribe for future content. Check out my socials and let me know what you'd like to see next. This has been Jovial Creatives, signing off.